Psalm 111, 111. I guess I should have fixed that light that's out. Okay, Yah, like I said, is a title for Jesus, his name or his title. Praise Yah. It's almost like praise our King. No, they would use the word King. This is where I get the feeling that it's his name. I will give thanks to Yah. I will praise Yah. And give my thanks to YV with all my heart. Oh boy. See, it's dividing here in the company of the righteous. In the company of our assembly. I will praise Yah and give my thanks to YV. And it's almost like this word, these are added at the top. Let's see. I will just do this. I will see, it's reading like, I will give my thanks to YV with all my heart in the company of our assembly. Great are the works of YV. They are studied by all who delight in them. Splendor and majestic is his works. Not really. That's the first time I'm really thinking that that's how it's his work, his creation is being admired, I guess, and his righteousness endures forever. Now this, I'm not seeing this. He has made his wonders to be remembered. And YV is gracious and compassionate. He has given food to those who fear him. Nope. Although the bowl of wheat that's sitting on the table, to those who fear him, it would that would be He gives food. Oops, I didn't need to make food that big because it's not his food he's feeding us with. He gives food to those fearing him, and not really those, us. He gives food to us who fear him. Gives food to us to and he will remember his promises forever. I'm not liking the word heritage so at the end. I'm pretty quiet. Sorry about that. And he gave when he gave it would be forefathers here, and he gave our I mean, if you're writing, you wouldn't say them when you're talking about your forefathers, would you? He made known to, I don't know if this is Jesus as people. By the power of his works, he gave our forefathers their land. I'm going to have to sit here and say their land and just say I added this in. That's cheating, I know, their land. And this is promised land. This would be really, really, really meaning gave our forefathers their promised land. His nation, it would have to be his nation here, because they're talking about the forefathers and he made them a nation. They made him his nation, not his kingdom, but he made them his nation. There's a big difference. his nation by the power of his plagues. Right? Not the works. We can't. I could have put wonders, but I wanted to make sure plagues because that's how they were formed. Why they were sent away because of the plagues. So that has to be there. They wouldn't have. The king obviously didn't think it was the works of their creator. He gave our forefathers their promised land. The works of his hands are truth and justice. All his precepts are sure. I'm not seeing this being added to. I was trying to add it to here and I don't see that. For other nations saw his or heard of his works by his hand. I'm thinking because when they went into the promised land, you got to understand the story of Rehab when they is explaining not to everybody in their city was their strength was sapped from them because our creator worked all these miracles for them, gave the forefathers a promised land from nations. Whoops. And this would be kingdoms. To be precise, let's be precise when we're using the language of that's what was going on. I'm going to put their kingdoms heard of his works, his wonders, his oops, this was all to be heard of his wonders. Because parting the Red Sea would have been a wonder. Taking him from one of the most powerful kings on the earth and just, that's a wonder. That's how he did it. They are upheld forever and ever. They are performed in truth and uprightness. And he sent a redemption to his people. He has ordained his covenant forever. Holy and awesome is his name. The fear of YHVH is the beginning of wisdom, a good understanding. A good understanding having all those. Not sure if that's the right. No, I don't see that. I see it right here, and that have word is really stuck out and doing this to me. The fear of YV is if we're still talking Jesus. No, we aren't even talking Jesus. So talking to who's ever reading, it would be your beginning of wisdom, right? And that's a good sentence, or a good capturing of two. Everyone everyone who obeys him, and this doesn't need to be everyone who obeys him praises I would have to say him forever and get rid of the word endures forever. That's endures is not the right word. Seeing forever because it just doesn't fit right. I mean, sure, why would you begin? Is a good understanding to have? No, I'm seeing that the have word is very important here. The fear of YV is your beginning of wisdom, and is a good understanding to have, and is a good understanding of okay, to have. Everyone who obeys him praises him forever. Okay. Now we got 4 there. 4 are these in 4? Yep, this would go here and this goes here. I'm seeing it like that. And then up here, great are the promises. I don't see works, I see promises. You see that? That is what everybody studies, is his promises. Okay? Great are the promises by YV. They are studied by all who delight in them. Yes, we do, don't we? Okay. I think this can be removed, and this be here, and this be removed. And now these. You understand why I'm removing them. That's because this is giving thanks with all your heart in the company of the assembly, because great are the promises by YV. They are studied by all who delight in them, and that would be like this, meaning the, okay, those don't really connect. This doesn't connect. So now 4 here, or one word or one was missing. All his commands are sure. They are to be upheld forever and performed in truth. And okay, if this word becomes his commands, now, because precepts, I don't know. He gave statutes, commandments, laws, and told us his prophecies. All his commands are for us. What is the word sure here doing here? Where am I at? Oh, I'm on the, that's why. Like I said, I've got all the verses here and they're not matching. That's because I'm still in 10. Let's get into here. For sure. Believed 50 times. Believes. Confirmed. Doorpost once. I get a kick out of them creating a word out of something that just is a complete nonsensical. What time we got here? Okay, let me show you, because these I find funny. When I know it's funny because these editors do this type of thing. For the word contrary, they have against. Okay, whoops, no, that's not the one. Let's see, no. I wanted to get to some that are really good. Yeah, like this one. Here we have boys, but we have girls once, okay? That to me is funny. Let's see, here we go. Here's 3 of them. From a desert to a man's name, to a dove to a man's name, to nations to a man's name. Now, how can that happen? I mean, you can't have every word just changing in the middle, especially like doves and pigeons are used all the time, except for just this once. Let's see. No, I know I got others. I just don't have them ready to be popped up here. But this is what happens though when you get one word, and then look at how many times they only use it once here, once here, once here. Look at all the one times they had to go through and use this word, and yet it is given, was it 500 times? So Yeah, almost 800 plus times. So it's just strange to see reduces, okay? To give is to reduce, is to render, it's to well, that's kind of okay, I guess. But sparkles, sound forth, slander, yours once. Anyways, that's the problem I have when I see text like that. So it's not that you might not find it funny because you're learning this, but me, I've been through it for years. His love is truth and justice, and all his commands are for us. Not sure, but are for us. Because we're the ones studying them, right? All his commands are for us. But of would be from. Yeah, I see from him is our justice and truth. For all his commands are for us. From him are our truths and justice. All his commands, they are to be upheld forever. They are to be upheld forever. They are to be upheld forever. And I think this next sentence here is going to work. No, forever. As they are performed. Okay. Now, here I'm seeing, I'm having a little problem with the word performed. They are to be upheld forever. They are our truth and uprightness. They are our. They, meaning his commands, are our truth. They are for our truth. They are for. Well, I guess I'm kind of seeing this. This is almost like a repeat. So what is down here? They are upheld forever. And he has sent redemption for his people. They are to be upheld forever. For, whoops, for he is sending, not has, he is sending I don't see the redemption, I see the word Yah here, to his people. Now, whether you like this or not, okay, just a second. And this is where you can complain all day. But I think this is the correct answer, or the correct word. He is sending redemption to his people. He is sending Yah to his people. Now, if you find a better word, he is sending us, well, he is sending, because he hasn't done this yet. If they're upheld forever, they don't know Jesus. I mean, this is, they know of him, but they don't know when he's coming. So what I'm seeing here, I believe we can say that that's pretty clean. And then okay, I will give my, well, let's get it here so we can get the screenshots if you need them. I am collecting them, but I need to have it look good, so every time I'll try to clean it. And I give my thanks to YV with all my heart in the company of, I give thanks to YV with all my heart in the company of our assembly. Great are the promises by YV. They are studied by all who delight in them. He made his wonders to be remembered. to be known. Not to be, well, there are to be remembered as well. To remembered, known, I would have to look at that later. And YV is gracious, is compassionate. He gives food to us who fear him, and he will remember his promise. And he remembers, and I don't think will, he remembered his promises. For our forever. He made known to his nation. And he remembered his promise. Okay, I can see that this is not needed. This needs to be out. This needs to be out, and no S here. He remembered ED here. Okay. Now let me put it in down here. He remembered his promise. He remembered his promise. He made known to his nation by the power of his plagues. He gave our forefathers their promised land. Their kingdoms heard of his wonders. From him our truth and justice, and all his commands are for us. They are to be upheld forever, for he is sending Yah to his people. The fear of YV is your beginning of wisdom, and is good, and is a good understanding to have. Everyone who obeys him praises him forever. Now, I think that's good enough. I'll stop right here. I like that. It's more of a recap. And since I added Yah here, I'm not going to add Jesus up here yet. I need some more time to think about this. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in yellow, and means more work to be done. To be fair, I know I want to see Jesus appear in here, especially when the text is saying, what is it? He has sent redemption to his people, but he didn't send redemption yet. He is sending Yah to his people. Nope. And I'm going to put Jesus up here right now. Is coming. Okay, on to the next one. I better change that light.